سکھوں کی بک ہے جی جپ جی گٹکا، اس کے اندر لکھا ہوا ہے کہ وقت نہ پاؤ قادیاں جدو لکھن لے قرآن. میرا خیال یہ بھی ان کی پیش گوئی ہے کہ بھی ان کو ایسے موقع کے اوپر ان کو ٹربل نہ ڈالے جائے، اور جب قرآن کے مارک لکھے جائیں تو اس کی میرا خیال ہے سکھوں کو سزا تو ضرور ملے جو انہوں نے نافرمانی کی.
اور جب this what was a shlok, is it a shlok they call their verses? Sikhs call their verses what? Shabad. A shlok is Hindu.
جب گٹکا اس کا نام ہے 21ویں پوڑی 21ویں آیت ہے.
ہاں وہ پوڑی ہے ایگزیکٹلی شبد نہیں 21ویں پوڑی. So the body verse sunai hai. In this verse, there is a controversial opinion about this verse. Some Ahmadi scholars, the most prominent among them, is convert from the Sikhs and a very pious man, Sardar Abdul Rahman Sahib Mason, whose son, Dr. Nazir Ahmed, happens to be here nowadays in England. He was a very staunch proponent of this view, that this body means Qadian. The word he used was Waqt na payo Qadian, ye likhan le Quran. And during that time, in pre-partition days, he used to make the young boys remember this and go to the villages, and we also, I was among those who remember this body and went to villages and preached them armed with this body particularly. But there are other scholars who opposed him on this. They said, no, you are putting words to the mouth of Guru Nanak, which he never said. What he said was Qadi, which means the Muslim justices. Now, this is not acceptable because it also has some objection. Because he should have said Maulviyan, not Qadiyan. Because Qadis never likhan le Quran, they never indulged in this activity of likhan le Quran, in the writing and promotion of the Holy Quran. They were just justices. So if he had that in mind, he should have said, Waqt na payo Maulviyan, je likhan le Quran. So what is the compromise then? What is the way to compromise between this Qadian and Qadian? The compromise is very evident, because Qadian is a distortion of the word Qadian. In the olden days, when people pronounced Arabic well, the word Qadian was always pronounced Qadian. Even today, when you write Qadian, the Arabs will pronounce it as Qadian. So, in fact, it is not a distortion, looking at it from this angle. It was a true pronunciation of Qadian. What we would pronounce as Qadian, a knowledgeable person, a scholarly person, would pronounce otherwise. He would say Qadian. This is exactly written in Urdu script is Qadian. So when he said Waqt na payo Qadiyan, he did not say Qaf Alif Dal Qadiyan. Of course he said Qadiyan with Dwad. And this was exactly the name of Qadiyan. Qadiyan in olden days was christened, as we say nowadays in English, and it was named Qadian, was named Qadiyan. And it is said, it is written in our literature, that by the passage of time, because of the distortion in pronunciation, ultimately Qadian gave way to Qadian. But I feel there is no reason for that justification, because it didn't happen that way. It happened this way, that the true pronunciation of Qadian was Qadian, had never been Qadian. So it was not a distortion of pronunciation, but a distortion of scripture, script, method of writing, nothing more. So the Mir Sahib, Masrur could as well be very right when he said this was a prophecy about Qadian.
The first name of Qadian was actually Islam for Qadian.
That's right. I know that. But I say I'm just concerned with the word Qadian. When you read the history of Qadian, or the reference to the history of Qadian, for example, books, this whole name is given and it is said that Islam, being a longish part of it, was dropped out ultimately. And by the passage of time, only Qadian remained to be known. And then many Ahmadi scholars have forwarded this explanation that by the passage of time a distortion took place and Qadian changed to Qadian. This is correct that distortion took place, but I am pointing out that distortion did not take place in pronunciation, but only in the method of writing. Distortion, of course, there was, but it was in the writing of the word, not in the pronunciation, because all the scholars of old time would have pronounced Qadian as Qadian. Now you follow my point?